Hello everyone, LadyDewinter here, and today we're in Rising World. Today we need to do a little grass cutting. Yeah, we've got our stuff going on down here, but I need to cut this grass because I need to see where this meets up. Because like I said, underneath this area of the keep is going to be the kitchens and some other things. So I kind of need to cut down the grass around all this so I can see what I'm doing. Now I'm thinking it would be cool to have the kitchen come down all the way down to here, flatten this out and have this as a kitchen watering hole where they get the water for the kitchens. I thought that would be kind of a cool idea. So now we need to cut the grass around here so I can actually see what we have going on here. And the grass does not want to cut. I do not know why. So, but we're getting it, as you can. Why will that grass not cut? Okay, that's kind of weird. Okay. Now, yes, this is still in suspension in the air. I do not have anything going on there with this because I'm not sure, again, exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just building. I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just finding an area, I'm building it, and I'm thinking how it will look once it's built. So, and that's basically what I'm doing there now. Now this will all be covered up with grass again. I will magic some in, and one guy said I should do that off camera, and I don't care if you guys know that I'm using Creative, because this is too big of a build to attempt to do without using Creative. So yeah, I'm going to use Creative with impunity, but there's some points of the game that I'm not. I'm going to actually, have to do some hunting for food and stuff, and once I get the castle fairly built, I will stop using Creative so much, and I'll actually do things within the game's parameters. But for right now, I'm using Creative because, like I said, this is a massive build. It would take me months to come up with the stone to do this in the amount of time my hands will allow me to play. So, yeah. Oh, look, it's getting all foggy. So, here is the top of the hill. This all up here is going to be the keep. It's going to come back this way, and it's going to go up then. And then there's going to be a couple more outbuildings, like an armory and all that stuff. I'm thinking about putting the armory down there by the wall. I haven't decided, because if bad guys would scale... See, I'm trying to think of this strategically also. If bad guys were to scale the wall, they'd have the armory down there. Where if the armory was up here, they'd have to scale the wall and get all the way up here. So, that's just combat thinking. That's just combat thinking. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But one thing I am going to do is fill in the staircase here so that it doesn't look like it's suspended in air. Now, I'm also new to Creative, so you guys are going to have to be a little bit patient with me. I've not used Creative a whole lot in any of my builds up to this point because I've never actually planned on building anything quite this massive. The castle that I have in mind is massive. It is going to be very large and very, very... and hopefully pretty. I'm hoping I can make it pretty too. So, yeah. So there we go now. And see, we got to fill all this in here because this is going to be the underneath of the keep, which is where I will put the kitchens and such, is down there. So now it looks like we need to continue going back some more this way. Now that I know that I'm safe and I'm not going to get eaten by anything back here, I feel comfortable working back here. So Now, I haven't decided if I'm going to make this thing symmetrical either. I might take it out more this way because it's flatter and I don't have to deal with that hill. So I'm kind of thinking on that a little bit. I really am thinking on that a little bit. Thinking that maybe I want to take it out to the side a little bit more instead of going straight like I have been. We'll have to see. We'll have to think on that. The more I think on it, the more going sideways seems more logical. But I really don't know what's out this way. Let's walk over here and see what's over here. Besides a couple of goats. Yeah. What is all this over here? This is just... Yeah. Huh. Yeah, actually, I could go more over that way. It would probably be easier to go more over that way. Yeah, it would probably be easier to go more that way. We could come in the door here, and we could actually, this could be the Great Hall, and we could go this way towards the throne room. Yeah. That would actually probably work a lot better. So let's go ahead and build this way. We can still put our kitchen thing down here like we had planned by this water hole. Oh, poor cow. Poor cow died in the water down there. That's sad. I hate to see that. That really bothers me when they die in the water, but I guess that's in real life that would happen, so. So anyway, yeah, the first thing I want to do, guys, is get this pad in for the actual keep. Once I get this all done and in, I will be able to determine what the building is actually going to look like. As you know, the keep was always the biggest area of the castle. It's primarily where the king lived. Now, there was a different area for the dungeon. That wasn't always under the castle. Sometimes it was a separate building. Sometimes it was behind the castle. Sometimes it was off location. But I'm going for the old type situation where it will be somewhere here around the castle. So... But yeah, I think bringing the keep out this way is a good idea. I think this is going to be much easier than trying to tear down that hill over there. So, yeah. And up until this point, my builds have usually been pretty symmetrical. Oh, I hate that. My builds have always been pretty symmetrical. But I'm going to try to get away from that to a degree because symmetrical is not the way they built in those days. They didn't build symmetrically in those days. They plucked it up wherever they could pluck it. So they didn't have the large earth-moving equipment we have nowadays. So they had to do with what? Shovels and manpower and elbow grease. So, now I really need to get up there and see now how big this pad is without falling into that hole. Whoa, that's not going to be easy to do. Okay, there we go. All right, now, yeah. See, this is going really well out this way. This is going really nicely out this way, but I don't want to fall down there. So, there we go. Okay, now. All right, so you come in this way from the stairway. Here's the stairway here. You come in this way. This is the Great Hall. This leads back to the throne area and the king. And the king's chambers were usually up at the very top of the castle. And the reason for that is two. Number one, kings believed that they were as close to God as possible, and so they should be up near God. Don't ask. I don't understand that one either. The next reason they were always up high like that is that was the hardest place in the castle to get to. They had to go through all the guards, up the stairs, through some more guards, up some more stairs, through some more guards. So that's why they were always up high. So it made it really difficult for people to climb up there and get them, and it just made it really, really hard. So they always put them up high. Up. Okay, now my hand does not want to work. My hand is starting to say, nope, we're not happy with you. We don't want to work. And I'm taking this pretty far over here, I know, but that's because of the immenseness of the build. And that's another reason why I wanted to use creative for this part of the build as opposed to actually mining the stone myself. Mining the stone myself would have been very, very difficult for something this size. So. Now see, this really makes me nervous because it's a big hole. But then again, if we do this just right, and I cannot see it. Oh, that's because I've got that light on. There we go. That's what I need. Have that light off, and yeah, there we go. There we go. Now see, here's where it's going to get just a little bit tricky for me because I have to build this and not fall into this hole, which is easier said than done. Now, won't let me do that. Annoying stuff like that just annoys me to no end. Okay. I'm going to have to go up here and do it and go down to do it, I guess. I can't figure out how I'm going to do it any other way. Now you see how I'm teeteringly dangerous over that hole. That is very, very nerve-wracking. Now, so there we go. There is our castle area. Here is our great hall over here. This is where the king's, normally where the king's throne would be. There'd be large tables in here for people to eat at and stuff. And the throne would be there. But in some of the old English castles, they actually moved the throne room to a different section of the castle. It depends on when the castles were built. Now, this game does not have enough medieval elements for a true medieval castle. So I'm going to kind of build it out of time period in some ways and in time period in others. So we're just going to have to see how it works out, aren't we? So, now, this is, I think, where our Great Hall will end. Yeah. And this over here will be our throne area. I think the throne area needs to be just a little bit bigger, but I'm not sure about that. Where's my stairway? My stairway is right here. So if I started the throne room, yeah, that would be big enough. Let's see. Yeah, I think this would be big enough for a throne room. I really do. I think this would be big enough for a throne room. So, now, here's going to be the fun part. Yeah. How I want to do this area, but that will come second. The first thing we need to do now is start walling this in. So we're going to do this and that. I'm going to start walling this area here in. And this will be our, I love that view. I really think the king should have a nice view, but he won't be looking out the window that much, so. I love the view, though. The view from up here is, that's kind of why I wanted to build it on a hill, is so that the view was nice. Okay, let's see now. This is the Great Hall. Not a very big Great Hall, is it? I could go back a little bit further on this. And, yeah. Could go back just a little bit further. With this build. I have a feeling in the long run that hill's going to wind up going. I just have a feeling that I'm going to wind up getting rid of it. I've got this feeling that, and I don't want the building to be symmetrical. I really don't. But I've got a plan for it. You guys are going to think I'm insane with this. But I'm thinking that some of this should go back this way. And maybe, just maybe, let's see, this would be, you go through here, and then to here could be the king's quarters back here, or the throne room here. And this could actually be the Great Hall here. This would just be an entrance way in. That is what I think I'm going to do. I think that's what I'm going to do here. Is I'm going to make that an entrance way in. This will be like an entrance hall. And then we go through here. And we go back this way. There we go. Yeah, I think that would be good. Right like that, yeah. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that will work. I really do think that's going to work. So. Oh, look, there's a pumpkin. I'm too full to carry anything else. That's so sad that I'm too full for that pumpkin. Oh, well, that's life. Okay, now. Okay, there we go. One more, get this out of the way. Okay, yeah. There we go. Okay, now we've cut into the back of the hill here. There we go. Okay. Now, the building is somewhat symmetrical, even if the staircase isn't. So, all right, viewers, that's how we're going to do this situation. This is going to be the Great Hall, and back here will be the king's quarters. Or not quarters, but you know what I mean. The throne room and all. I am going to make the building symmetrical, but the inside's not going to be symmetrical. It's going to be one big square box. So, you'll see the method to my madness once I get it going. Right now it probably looks and sounds really strange, but you'll see. You'll see the method. Okay, now. Let's see. Yeah, see, I need this to be kind of even. Here's my entrance hall. And there's going to be a staircase up here. And this will be the king's thing back here. I really do need to make this bigger, don't I? Yes, I do. I guess the hill is going to have to go. As much as I hate it, I guess the hill is going to have to go. I was going to try and save the hill, but I don't think I can. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I think I'm going to have to kill the hill. Kill the hill! Oh my God, it's terrible. But anyway, so. And now you see why I needed this in creative, because this is turning into a massive, massive, massive build. Mm-hmm. And see, this will be... I'm also going by the blocks in here because to build tables and stuff, it takes a little bit of room. So I'm going to need to have room. Oh, here we go again. No light. Okay. So... now, the next time you see this, I may have worked on it off camera, so it will look different than it does now. So, yeah. But, anyway. Okay, there we go. And now it's going to rain on my poor little head while I'm building. Oh, I love it. I love the game. I don't know why they had to put rain into a building game, but okay. It's not supposed to be a building game from what I understand. It's supposed to be a survival game, but let's face it. There's so many elements for building in the game, it's become a building game. As much as I hate to say that, that's just the truth of it. Can I one-hit this tree with a pickaxe and it go down? Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to have to go empty my inventory very soon because I am just getting way too full now. And yeah. I just cannot make my hands move that way. I do not understand why I can't do that. That is just so hard for my poor hands. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, guys, and I'm going to thank you for watching. I'm going to remind you that you're never too old to game, and I hope to see you again in the next episode of Rising World, where I hope to have a keep somewhat built by then. So there. Bye-bye for now.